NicoD. Today I've got something special. So I have bought a new guitar. So this guitar I bought now 3 months ago. A bit more than 3 months. 3 months, yeah, 3 months and a half ago. So I know I bought another guitar. I wanted a guitar with a tremolo. But I didn't have a guitar with a tremolo, not a good guitar with a tremolo. So I bought this. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't opened it yet because I wanted to wait for you guys. So the moment has come. It has arrived. I've got my knife. Better be careful, Nico, because me with knives, that's a dangerous combination. It looks a lot like my other new guitar, but it isn't the same at all, but it does look a bit like it. We're gonna see in a moment. I'm almost there. It is in a bag. So I didn't pay too much for this guitar. It is an old guitar. It isn't a new guitar. But I didn't have that much money. I even had to cancel an order I made at Amazon, but the order wasn't fulfilled. So I could cancel it to get the money back, to get this guitar, because I really wanted it. This is just the bag. It is an okay bag. It is soft. Softer than all my other bags. And here we go. Wow, the neck looks good. Looks like here it is. I don't know if that's the way it's got to be. Here it is. It is special. The action is pretty good, but I don't know. There is I think the pickups are too close to the strings. It is dead ringing. Okay, so let's plug this in. So it is an SG model. As you can see, it looks quite a lot like this, but This has got the cutaway a bit further. These are more equal cutaways. So this guitar makes me think of Carlos Santana. I think he played a guitar like this in his early days. So first, let's tune this. Where's my input cable? Here it is. Oh, be careful. It does need some WD-40 or some grease. It's very tough to turn the tuning pegs. It isn't a very good guitar. As you can hear, the string is touching the first frets over here, and that is creating this buzz. That ain't very good. I am trying to raise the bridge, but it is already so high that the action is really bad now. Well, there is one thing you can do about it. So there's two things. Actually, the best thing would be to replace the nuts. So I can see that the strings are sunken very deep into the nuts, and so here they are a bit too low for this fret. So it is a cheap replacement, just a new nut, file new holes for the strings, but just not as deep as they are here. So that is an easy fix. I'm not gonna complain about it, but yeah, it is what it is. It is a very old guitar, and you can see the strings are really deep into the nuts, and that's not very good. Actually, the top string should be level with the nut, and it is into the nut, so I can stick my fingernail into it, and that ain't good. So let's compare it with this. So as you see here, the nut doesn't have the strings inside of it as it does like here, but that's normal. This is a guitar of 70 years old. When it's played a lot, this will make grooves, make bigger holes, and because of that, the action is good. It isn't too far, but it hits the first fret. So that's a pity, but I will see to fix that. That's something with new guitars, or with second-hand guitars, more than with new guitars. They need to be set up right, but I know how to do it, so that's not a problem. So one thing, you cannot set the intonation over here, so that is a pity, but you can replace this bridge. So for example, here, I've got to be careful. So here we've got these fingers, I don't know how they called, and you can set the intonation for the strings so that when you play over here, that it is still tuned in the notes that it needs to be, but with this you cannot do that. So that is a pity, but that's not too bad. This is a guitar I want to invest a bit into, because yeah, it does look like a good guitar. It isn't a bad guitar. It just doesn't play very well. It's let me tune it. And how is the action now? I've raised it a little bit so it would make less noise. Jesus. Okay, so where were we? I was tuning my guitar. So these are very hard to turn. So they really need some grease. Oh, now I see. When I was turning, the screw was turning with it, so I need to hold the screw to get it a bit raised. It still has it a little bit more. Still has it. Let's do a lot more. That's better. Yeah. So you hear that ring a lot less, but the action is a lot worse. But it is not a problem, so I do know. This fret is a little too high also. I can raise it a little more and raise it a little here. Okay. The action is very high right now, but it does sound a lot better. Let's try to record a song. It doesn't play bad. I'm actually amazed that it plays so well. It feels good. The neck feels like it is expensive wood. It looks like it is expensive wood. It is a cheap guitar. It was a cheap guitar when it was new. It is an old guitar. It doesn't have all the fancy new things that this guitar has. That guitar is like, yeah, like how would you say? I would say that guitar is like a sports car, like a Ferrari sports car. And this is like, yeah, a Corvette, an old Corvette from the years 60s. So it doesn't feel that good, or no, it doesn't feel that luxury, but it does play well. It's, yeah, and I bought it for the tremolo, and the tremolo is actually pretty good. The tremolo is really soft. I do think the tremolo is bent too low, so I think it should be bent a bit more like this. It is easy to do. And the problem is also that it is right above the knobs, and certainly when I'm using a cable like this, and the cable also doesn't stay in it very well. But that's not a problem. So let's try the volume. So both closed, one open is this pick. Another open, nothing. Now this one, so you need to have this one open to be able to use this one, because if this one is closed and this one is open, then nothing. Except we've got these. So now this one works, yes, and this one too. I don't get it. There is a small bump here, but nothing too bad. The back side of the neck is really soft, it's like silk. The front side, it is really good wood that is used. It is better wood than they would use now for $200. It really plays good! I'm amazed about it! Yeah, I had to put the action a lot higher, but it isn't that bad. Even with such a high action, it feels really soft to play on. And I think it are 09 strings. I think it are thinner strings. It doesn't feel like 010 strings. 09, I must say. And 010, so it feels like it is a bit softer than but that can be because it has got a tremolo. The tremolo is a very weird design, so when you push here it shifts this, but the whole design is inside of here because there is nothing on the back. It is really special. It is a... I love it. I love it. I'm in love with it. Let's play some blues. now I've got this guitar, and this guitar will stay with me for the rest of my life, and I hope that will be a long time. So thank you all for watching. See you all later. Bye!